One of my strongest traits, people ask all the time, Trent, like, what is your strongest traits when they help you achieve goals, that help you be consistent, that help you be committed, that's helped you in your rehab journey? And I tell people all the time, ER, okay? Not the emergency room, but ER, emotional resilience. I think this is one of the things that if you can develop this, again, it doesn't mean that you have some superpower to ignore your emotions, but you understand FOF, facts over feelings. You understand just because you feel something, even though your feeling is real, doesn't make it right? It doesn't mean that if I feel like I want to quit, that I have to quit. It doesn't feel like, okay, it doesn't mean that, okay, if I feel like I'm not enough, then I'm not enough. And emotional resilience, just simply to put in the simplest terms I can put it in, is emotions come up and you don't cave to your emotions. Simple. You're able to push through. The people in this world that are inconsistent, and this is no slap to anybody because I was this person at the point. The people in this world that really don't move the needle and make things happen, usually it's because, their intentions are there, right? They have the intentions to do all these things. The destination might even be there. But they are prisoners to their emotions. Their emotions control how they move with their life. So if they feel great, they're going to have a great day. They feel great, they're going to work hard, right? If they feel great, they're going to go for that run, go for that workout. That's what average does, right? There's nothing wrong with that. You want to be average? Nothing wrong with it. But what legendary does is, I don't feel like doing it today. I still do it. And I do it even harder because I don't feel like doing it, because I know in me doing it, I'm going to become stronger. I'm going to become better. Like, I think that's one of the best things ever, is that true strength it doesn't show when you feel like doing something. True strength is shown when you don't feel like doing it and you still show up and do it. Like, that's when true character is revealed, right? The hard times reveal the true character, not great times. The storm, exposes how strong the foundation is, not the sunlight. And so that's what separates people. So how can you be more emotional resilient? How can you develop these things? Well, let's talk about this. If I was going to tell you how to construct emotional resilience, the first thing that I would tell you is that I would start my day off, right? How to build it. I would construct my day. We kind of briefly touched on this earlier, with being uncomfortable. I would start my day off with it. Again, I'm not trying to push y'all into physical fitness, but again, I am going to start my day off with something that's going to make me uncomfortable. Why? Because when I conquer that, when I push through that, I know I have no choice but to grow. I know that my emotions are going to my emotions are going to come up somewhere in that uncomfortableness. My emotions are going to say, what are you doing? For example, when I was running my 10K, there was an emotion that came, was like, you need to stop. Why are you doing this? You're not getting paid. You're not a track and field athlete. Why are you doing? Nobody will know if you stop except yourself. But that accept yourself part really pierced my soul, because I'm going to know it. And that's when true change takes place, when you hold yourself accountable. So when I'm in the trails, I can stop anytime, but I want to push myself, because I know when I push myself, I create new limits in my life. Because if you always stop at your limit, you're never going to create new limits. I know that sounds like duh, but a lot of people don't get it. A lot of people don't expand their boundaries of greatness because they always stop when the struggle hits. So every single day, if you can, construct your day with being uncomfortable. Okay? The second thing that I would tell you how to build emotional resilience is that you have to be comfortable with being uncomfortable. That's what it is. It's to a point now that it's crazy. I know this might sound like super weird to say this to you. You might not get it, but literally I'm more uncomfortable when I'm comfortable. And I'm more comfortable when I'm uncomfortable. Because I know when I'm challenging myself, that feels like home to me. And the more you can become comfortable in those uncomfortable moments, the more you will grow your life. The more you will change your life. The more you can become comfortable in fear, the more you will grow your life. I seek out fear. I don't run from it no more. I used to run from it. But if you're running from fear, guess what? You're running from what awaits for you. You're running from that destination. You're running from what awaits for you on the other side. So I seek out things that are challenging. I go find those things. I want to do those things because I have a promise to myself to meet the greatest version of myself. And I know in meeting the greatest version of myself, one of the main things I have to be comfortable with being uncomfortable. And the last part about this is you have to develop strong rewards, okay? When the reward is great enough, the struggle will never be strong enough. So develop strong rewards that pull you through. You know, if the reward isn't strong enough, you're like, I'm not going through that for this. I'm not doing that. You know, I'm about to go travel pretty soon. And you watching this right now, you know, we're going through a health scare in the world, right? This virus is going on in the world and it's scaring everybody, right? And I'm a person, listen, I'm very aware. I'm not going to do anything I shouldn't do. I'm going to, you know, stay inside the recommendations and I'm going to take all that in consideration. But one thing about myself is that I'm not going to allow something I can't control to control me. I'm not going to shut it down because of certain things. And I'm about to go travel because the reward of traveling is great enough. Because what I signed up for 10 years ago is great enough. So I'm going to go through that fear. I'm going to go through those suggestions of not traveling. Unless they shut down the airport and say, I cannot go, or unless they shut down the event, I'm going to show up because the reward is strong enough. And for some people might think I'm stupid. Some people might say, oh, you're crazy. You're dumb for doing that. But when you have a strong reward, my point is, it will pull you through everything. The stronger the why, the harder you will go. Okay, so that's how you build it. Okay, I would do these every single day if I can. I will go through these every single day. I will put myself in uncomfortable situations. I will make sure my rewards are strong enough, and I will start my day off with being uncomfortable in a positive way, by the way. Like these are positive things that you're doing, nothing negative. How you maintain emotional resilience, because this is how you build it, how you retain this, or maintain it, should I say, when you're going through the moments where you need it, when you're going through the moments where your emotions are like rising up and saying, oh, you should quit, you should quit. These are just a few things that I do. Okay, number one, I remind myself of what the struggle produces. Okay, you guys know me by now, you know this, right? There's no strength without struggle. There's no gain without pain. So I remind myself like, hey, you're going through this for a deeper reason. This is building you. I literally tell myself when I'm tired, power, 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 hard times, power, 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 because I know I'm in control of my perspective. And I know that I can defeat how I'm feeling emotionally if I keep telling myself and I keep proving myself wrong. I keep proving my emotions wrong. Power, power, power. That's my response to everything. Okay, so remind yourself of what the struggle produces. The second thing that I do when I'm going through any type of emotional hard time is that I understand this fact. Nothing lasts forever. I've never seen one storm that has lasted a lifetime. Storms come no matter how strong they are, and storms go. So how I'm feeling, I know that it will change. One of the things that I love to talk about is movement influences mood. Right? If you feel a certain type of way, go move. Oh, I don't feel like working out. Okay, just go to the gym and start working out because I promise you about 10 or 15 minutes, that mood will change. Okay, nothing lasts forever unless we allow it to, unless we keep ourselves in certain situations, unless we keep ourselves in certain mindsets. And the third thing, and this is just straight up point blank, period, common sense. The third thing in maintaining this emotional resilience when I'm going through these hard emotional times in my life, I tell myself this: quitting is not an option. It's not. Quitting isn't even on my radar. And this is why most people fail, is because quitting is on their radar. Is because they have a towel in the back pocket, right? So when it gets hard, they can throw that towel in. I don't bring a towel to throw in. So even if I reach for my back pocket, there's no towel there. Finding a way, creating opportunity. Excuses is not on my radar. Blaming is not on my radar. Responsibility is. Because I made a commitment to myself when I started this, I would sign up forever. Has it been times I wanted to quit? Absolutely. But I had to remind myself of why I started. I had to remind myself of my mission. And these are things that I try to do daily to build that confidence in myself, to remind me. So for some of you, you really got to make up your mind and ask yourself, is whatever it is that you signed up for this for, TIC or whatever it is, you got to ask yourself, do you like really, really want it? Like, do you really want it? I'm talking about giving your whole, dedicating your life to it. And you might say, well, it's about healing. Well, do you really want to heal? Do you really want to become whatever that thing is? Do you really want to become the greatest you? Because if you don't, it's going to get exposed. Hard times going to expose it. Struggle going to expose it. Emotional moments are going to expose it. So what I need you to do right now is I need you to make a real decision, right? A real one that says, I'm going to develop the habits. And listen to me. Don't do it for me because I can't see you doing it anyway. It's your life. Because I'm not stopping. I promise you that. This is for you. I don't want you hitting me up and saying, Trent, look, I did this. And you write the cool quotes and you show your post-it on the mirror. It's like, I'm good with all that. Great, if that helps you. But what I truly care about is you making a change for real. I don't care about the fluff stuff. I don't care about the Instagram stuff and all of that. I care about you actually making change in your life. So what I need you to do is make a decision that you're going to develop the habits that you need to meet the greatest version of yourself, right? You're going to deconstruct the bad habits in your life. You're going to spend time. And listen, this is not probably a one and done thing for you. Like when you try to get down to why you do things subconsciously, it is hard. You got to get down to root issues. Sometimes it is triggered all the way back down to your childhood on why you do certain things. And it takes time. So it's not like okay, I'm going to spend 5 minutes, maybe for some of you, but this might be a 5-month journey from you. But make a decision to go on that journey to create the best habits in your life. The second thing I need you to do, right, is I need you to be loyal to your goal setting. All right, I want you to be loyal to it. Maybe you break it down a month. I love to do monthly goals. A year, sometimes it's too much for me. 10 years, way too much for me. But we're all different, okay? That calendar. Start being a master of your calendar. Start being committed to your calendar. Start being disciplined to your calendar. And last but not least, develop some emotional resilience. That is my secret sauce that's helped me become who I am today. Even from a professional level as an athlete to what I do now. Emotional resilience.